What's up, folks? I wanted to hop on real quick live and give you guys something to pay attention to since we don't have any UFC fights this weekend. So we don't have any until next year. So what we're doing. We're hopping on. We're doing a little bit of more World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 stuff, just because that's what I happen to be able to do. Plus, I get paid if you guys buy from them. So if you buy one of their games from the link in the description, Grey Dog Software, that's fantastic. I appreciate it very much. That's gonna help the channel. They give me a little kickback, plus you get a sweet game. So that's always neat. But we're going to do some fights. We're going to do 3 of them tonight. It's been a long day at work. It's been a long week at work. But I'd love to hang out with you guys for a little bit. So hopefully we get some chat going, get some fun stuff. But even more important, tomorrow is the big day. The expert versus the casual. I say expert loosely. I am considered the expert in this instance, whatever. We're going to go over our picks for UFC futures. And I know a lot of you guys are placing your UFC futures bets right now. So I think DraftKings lines just opened. I think BetOnline had them out for a couple of days or whatever. But those futures lines are coming out. If you want the expert and the casual, myself and my beautiful girlfriend, Kendra, we're going to break it down. She's the casual. She watches the pay-per-views. She watches, I think, occasional fight night here and there, or at least part of one sometimes. But she watches all the pay-per-views with me. So she's a casual fan of the sport. She is exactly what that is in this sense of what a casual fan would be. So it's going to be really fun. We're going to go over those. And if she beats me over the year, well, I will definitely not be considering myself an expert next year. So let's go with that. But let's go ahead and do a couple of these fights. There's 3 of them I wanted to do. The first one I wanted to do is Song Yadong and Petr Yan. I want to see how World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 breaks these fights down and how it goes about it. I don't believe this is going to be a main event or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and just run it as a 3-round fight with UFC rules. And we are, there we go, rocking and rolling. So here we go. So we've got Song versus Yan. And like I said, guys, just going to do 3 fights tonight. So nothing too crazy. As the fight begins, here we go. Fighters touch gloves. It's very nice. It's very respectful. The fighters go toe-to-toe with strikes, but neither lands anything significant. Song comes forward to attack. Yan hits a counter right hand. Okay, Yan's getting a little more aggressive than normal. This is good. Attacking with intent. Song scores with 3 out of a flurry of 5 punches and fights nothing with the big right hand. Impressive. Coming forward, looking to force the striking exchange. Yan manages a counter jab. Okay, so Yan's sitting back and countering. Song is coming forward. That sounds about accurate. True to what I would imagine this fight's going to look like if it happened in real life, or when it happens in real life, I guess. Song hits 2 left jabs and then scores with a big right cross. The 2 combatants meet in the center and start to strike. Song finds a way past his opponent's guard and lands a sharp 1-2. Yan lands 3 of 5 quick punches, but fails on a leg kick attempt. They engage in the center. Yan misses a couple of jabs, but lands a leg kick. Song lands a left jab and a right cross. Song acknowledges some instructions from his corner with a relaxed nod of the head. Okay, that was an interesting thing. An exchange of strikes happens in the center of the cage. Neither fighter lands anything good. Past halfway mark, they come together to strike. Song finds his way past the opponent's guard, lands a sharp 1-2. So far, we're a little over halfway in the round. Song looks like he's been getting the better of Yan, but that's typical for Yan, isn't it? I mean, he starts a little slow. Yan manages to connect with 2 punches out of a flurry and then scores with a left hook. The fighters go toe-to-toe, striking exchange. Nothing lands significant. They meet center. Song lands a quick punch but misses with a low kick. Showing good technique, Yan throws a flurry of 5 punches and ends with a left hook. Judging from his reaction, Yan may have broken. Oh, no. Yan broke his hand. Oh, that's something interesting here. If that happens in the real fight when this happens, I think it's UFC 299. Am I right? You know where you heard it first, right? There we go. Wild. That's what I'm saying, Eric. That'd be wild. If this thing predicts that, that's crazy. Yan breaks his hand in the first round. We'll see if he can carry on through this. Eric, good to see you, brother. Glad you made it. If it is a break, that's really going to affect his striking ability. Yeah, it will. You got that one right, World of Mixed Martial Arts. So that last shot may have done some damage. Song backs off until he's against the cage, tries to cover up. And he's looking at it. So Yan may have broke his hand, but it looks like he dazed Song. I shouldn't have paused there. Apparently that was supposed to be fluid. We'll go back. So looks like he broke his hand. Seems to be a problem. But Song's backed up against the cage. He's dazed. Anyway, so Yan tries to finish him off with a huge left hook. The same hook he broke, presumably. But Song avoids it. Having apparently cleared his head, Song is able to circle away from the cage and return to the center. Well, there goes the shot for Yan to finish it before the hand becomes a big problem. The exchange of blows comes and goes without either fighter landing anything significant. Round 1 is brought to an end. I think Jan stole it in that last bit of the round when he rattled him up and got him up against the cage. I'm going to say Jan stole that round, although he was losing most of it. They agree. They say Jan's got a 10-9 on that first round. Let's see where we're at. Start of round 2. Two fighters engage with strikes, but neither lands anything significant. Both meet in the center. Jan throws a flurry of 3 quick punches that fail to land, but he hits the kick to the legs. Song quickly throws a punch and lands it, but doesn't get the kick. Jan goes traditional stance. He's doing the switching thing. That makes sense. The two combatants meet in the center. They start to strike. Song counters a right hand with a pair of jabs that are followed by a right hook. Yeah, Song's just putting more volume out there. Yeah, that's exactly right, Eric. He won in that last flurry. You're darn right on that one. I agree 100%. So let's see. Looking a bit tense. Song moves around the cage. Two fighters engage. Jan is off target with a pair of jabs, but hits a right hand. Song doesn't hit with any of 4 quick punches, but hits a left roundhouse kick to the body. Okay, well, that makes up for that. If you miss the punches, land the kick. That's cool. Both fighters moving to engage. Jan lands a quick punch, but can't hit the right hand or the right cross. Eric, real quick, before this fight gets over, who do you think wins in the real life matchup between Song Yadong and Piotr Jan? Let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion. Just initial lean. I know it's a ways out. Anyway, so Jan lands a quick punch, but can't land the right cross. Song attacks with 5 quick punches, lands 2 of them, but doesn't connect with the right hand. Two fighters engage. Nothing worthwhile lands. Yeah, these guys are just kind of meeting in the middle and throwing strikes, just trying to counter each other. That's impressive. I hope that's how the fight goes when they do fight. Jan ends with a quick punch, but can't make contact with the right head kick. That's probably good for Song. Song hits a left jab, misses with the right hand. Quick exchange strikes, doesn't produce any damage. We have 1 minute of the round remaining. An exchange of strikes doesn't go anywhere. Both fighters meet in the center. Jan throws 5 punches in a bunch without landing any, but hits a left roundhouse kick to the body. Okay, so there's a lot of missed punches in this. Both guys are getting their movement going. Makes sense. Song throws 3 quick punches and lands 1 of them, but misses a right hook. Time runs out in round 2. That one's closer. I'm going to give that one to Song. I think that round's really kind of going down to the volume for me. Eric, you said, let's see, off the cuff, got faith in Song. Okay, but would not be surprised if Jan wins and some crazy stuff. Yeah, I get that for sure. Jan just hasn't looked himself lately, and it's unfortunate because at one point he was the best bantamweight in the world, but he hasn't looked that lately, and I think Song is on an upward trajectory. So my early lean is that as well. I'm going to watch some tape still. I haven't done that fight card yet, but I'm up through 297 on my tape study right now for fight cards, but I got to go back to UFC Vegas 84. We got some fight changes coming around. So anyway, round 2's down. I think Song edged that one out. Let's see what they say. They give it to Jan. They said there's very, very little to separate them, but they're giving it to Jan. I agree. There was very little to separate them. It was very even. So it could easily be Jan that won the round. All right, final round. Here we go. Let's two fighters engage. Jan hits a punch and then lands a right kick to the body. Song nails 2 quick punches from a flurry and then misses with right hook. So both guys coming out head of fury here. Let's see. Jan nails 2 quick punches in the flurry, but then is wide on the mark in the head kick attempt. Song scores 3 punches out of a flurry, but gets his right hand blocked. Engage. Song dodges a left hand and counterattacks with a couple of jabs that are followed by a right cross that just misses. The 2 combatants meet in the center and start to strike. Jan doesn't hit with any of 4 quick punches, but scores a left hook. This is interesting because Jan's still throwing that left hand like he didn't break his hand with the hook. So that's interesting because this game actually will say, oh, that hooks or that hand seems to be bothering him because he broke his hand or whatever. It will acknowledge that, but it seems like it is not bothering him. So I don't know. Maybe his hand's fine, but either way. Song manages to connect with 2 punches out of a flurry and then lands a right hook. 2 fighters engage. Song scores with jab, but has the right hand taken on the gloves. Jan scores 1 punch and then a sudden flurry and then lands a leg kick. Taking a few gulps of breath, Jan is giving the first hint that he started to tire a touch. That's interesting. Jan doesn't usually slow down, especially in a 3-round fight. Dude's used to 5-rounders. I mean, this has been a high-paced fight, though, so it makes sense. Song misses with a big right hand, putting him off balance, allowing Jan to attack with a quick right jab because he's standing on a southpaw stance, apparently, and a glancing high kick. Let's see. We have 1 left in the round, so he glances with a high kick. That might it look good. Jan doesn't hit with any of 3 quick punches, but he lands a leg kick. Song throws 5 quick punches, lands 2 of them, and then hits a left hook to the body. 2 fighters engage. Song dodges a left hand and counters with a jab right hook that gets ducked. Time runs out at the end of the round. I think Jan probably stole that then. I mean, he probably won that fight. I think the glancing head kick won him the third. I think round 2 could have gone to Song. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 29-28, but I think Jan wins this fight. Let's see what they say. Also, very little separate. I agree. The commentators got this one right. Let's see what the judges say, though. The judges are scoring it now. Reading the announcement. The judges have scored it 29-28, 30-27, and 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, Piotr No Mercy Jan. Yeah, that was the right decision. I think they got that one right there. Yeah, I agree, Eric. That it is pretty wild how that works. Like, I could see these two go into a close fight. Just depends on what version of Jan we get when the fight actually happens. They said it was a great fight. I agree. There was a ton of volume in that. It looked pretty good. So hopefully we get a good fight out of these two guys when the time comes. And again, just throwing it out there again, don't forget, Eric, I know you're in the chat. I don't know how many other people are, but Eric, I know you're down there. Tomorrow, it's 9:05 p.m. Eastern time, 8:05 Central. You can do the math on the rest of the time zones. The expert versus the casual. We're doing our picks for the future champions by the end of 2024. We're going to go through every single weight class, men's and women's. We're going to do it all. It's going to be fun. The expert versus the casual. I'm the expert, but we use that term loosely. My girlfriend is the casual. She is the definition of a casual. So she watches the pay-per-views with me, occasional fight nights here and there, but most of the time she's watching like the main event or like the co-main, or if there's a fighter she likes. Otherwise, it's not every week, but she does watch all the pay-per-views, aside from the occasional nap during an Israel Adesanya fight when he's just leg kicking and jabbing. But either way, she's the casual. She's going to make her picks. I'm the expert. It's going to be a fun time. Make sure to tune into that 9:05 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Okay, the next fight I wanted to do here is the welterweight matchup we had between Gilbert Burns. Oops, definitely G-I, not G-O. Gilbert Burns and what was his matchup? He was fighting Jack Della Maddalena. That's right, not Jake. Jack. That's what I was looking for. There we go. This is also not going to be a main event. I'm fairly certain because I do believe it's on that same pay-per-view, UFC 299. But I think this is an interesting matchup. Obviously, you got Burns, the jiu-jitsu guy. He's got pretty good striking as well. You got Jack Della Maddalena, who's pretty much a boxer with a decent leg kick as well. Obviously, he can grapple, but he's clearly not the grappler of the level of Gilbert Burns. I'd like to see how this matches up. So that's what we're going to do. Also, if you didn't know by the thumbnail, we're going to do the Kevin Holland MVP fight. That is the third fight we're going to do. So I spoiled that one, but there we go. Either way, let's go and do this one. This is going to be a fun fight. After I grab a sweet water. Well, this talking does make you a bit parched. So here we go. We've got Gilbert Burns, Jack Della Maddalena. Let's see if we can get this figured out without getting tongue-tied. Round 1 begins. The two fighters touch gloves. It's nice to see. A little bit of sportsmanship. They come together and strike. Maddalena scores with a single punch out of a flurry, but doesn't connect with the low kick. He's coming out of the gate hard. We're only 8 seconds in. Showing his fast hands, Burns hits a three-punch combo that ends with a right cross just 8 seconds into the fight. The two fighters come in and engage. They're definitely going for it. Burns misses with a pair of jabs, but lands a right hook. Maddalena uses a pair of jabs, but can't set up the body kick. Come together and strike. Spin quick hands. Maddalena lights up his opponent with 5 quick punches. Showing his fast hands, Burns hits a three-punch combo that ends with a right cross. These guys are just going back and forth. This is good volume right here. So let's see. Burns misses right cross and leaves him wide open to a counter. Maddalena comes in with a jab and a right hand. The two fighters come forward and engage. Burns hits a left jab, also lands a left kick to the body. Maddalena attacks with 5 quick punches and lands 3 of them, but doesn't connect on the spin kick to the body. Okay, well, getting a little wild there. Go past halfway point of the round has been all action so far. Both fighters come together and strike. Maddalena scores with 1 punch out of a sudden flurry, but doesn't connect with a spin kick to the body. Would you quit the spin kicks, dude? Burns is off target with a pair of jabs, but lands a nice right hook. Maddalena comes forward with, and the two fighters engage. Burns hits 2 counter left hands. Okay, interesting. I wonder how that went down. But a quick flurry of punches from Maddalena sees 4 of 5 hit home, but it's his big right hand follow-up that misses. Maddalena glances at the clock, grimacing slightly. Okay, what does that mean? Grimacing. Interesting. He's grimacing at the clock. That's a bad sign, I'd say. I know what grimacing means. That's not what I was asking. I wonder what him grimacing at the clock is saying. He can't be tired already. We're 4 minutes in. I guess maybe he can. It's been high volume. Anyway, Maddalena scores 2 punches out of a sudden flurry, but then is well off target with a head kick. Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe Burns is just going to outpace him. Showing his fast hands, Burns scores with 2 quick punches that sets up a nice uppercut. Oh, geez. Madalena backs off quickly. I think that last shot really shook him. Madalena gets clocked with a right hand to the side of the head and goes down hard. Look at that. Burns, baby. I got you, Eric, right there. So he drops him down hard. Burns knows there's a golden opportunity. He quickly pounces on Madalena, looking to finish him off by raining down punches. Burns pounds away with rights. Madalena is eating some sickeningly heavy shots to the face. With Madalena taking the beating, the referee stops the fight. 25 seconds left in the round, it looks like. Oh, 6 seconds left in the round when the ref steps in. Look at that. Winner by TKO in the first round. Dude had to survive 6 more seconds, but the ref stepped in. That is insane. Great fight. 4:54 of the first round. Gilbert Burns, TKO, Jack Della Maddalena. Wow. I wonder if it goes that way in real life. I would definitely say it does not end in the first round, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. I think both these guys are tough, but I mean, Burns cracks, so does Maddalena. Could go either way. All right, we're going to do one more. Like I said, it's going to be a short night tonight. It's been a long day at work. Ready to go home, get some dinner. I haven't eaten since this morning. We're going to do Kevin Holland. No, not Kevin Boehm. Kevin Holland. If I could type, that'd be fantastic. Versus MVP, Michael Page. This is an interesting one. I mean, the experience in the UFC obviously goes to Kevin Holland. Hasn't listed as a middleweight here. He fights at both weight classes. It's whatever. In the game, he's listed as either. Got MVP as a welterweight, obviously. Let's see. We got. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Take the time. That's right. Yeah, Eric, you know what, brother? I appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to do, like I said, that live stream tomorrow, that's going to be fun. I'll have dinner before that, so I won't be so hungry. So here we go. Another normal fight. We got the welterweights. Let's see how this one breaks down. Okay. Round 1 begins. Here we go. We got 2 fighters. They touch gloves. Sportsmanship. That might happen, but I could also see MVP just being like, nah, eat dirt, man. Not doing that. I could see him just trying to get in the head of Holland. And then this is going to be an interesting fight on multiple fronts because striking wise, they're both going to be, talented strikers, but for different styles. But the way that they kind of go about their fights and they kind of showboat or talk and stuff. Holland's a talker, but MVP is kind of more like, he kind of like pantomime stuff and emotes a lot with his body language. I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I think it's gonna be fun. Anyway, Holland moves into strike. MVP hits 2 out of a flurry of 4 punches, but misses with an attempted shot to the body. Holland lands a 1-2. Moving forward, Holland looks to strike. MVP stands ready. Holland goes to the body with a left hand. MVP lands a left jab and a right cross. Holland looks to engage. MVP lands a left jab, but misses with a roundhouse kick to the body. Holland throws 4 quick punches and lands 3 of them, and then glancing high kick. Okay, got that. MVP ready as Holland moves in. Holland hits the left jab, and then can't hit the right cross. Steps into strike. Holland connects with the left hand. MVP quickly throws 3 punches, and 2 of them land when he scores a left body kick at the end. Stepping in, Holland looks to engage. Holland hits a jab and also scores a glancing blow with the right head kick. Okay, landing a head kick. There you go. MVP quickly throws 3 punches out of 2 of them. 3 punches and 2 of them land. There we go. And then he hits a left roundhouse kick to the body. Yeah, MVP going with all those kicks. It's a good strategy for him, I think, in this one. 2 fighters come together and strike, but it's really tentative and nothing comes of it. Interesting, tentative. I would not imagine that. Holland using his left jab, misses with the right hook to the ribs. Holland steps in, watched all the way by MVP. Holland misses a right hook and gets countered with a brace of jabs that are followed by a wayward spin kick to the body. Interesting. Holland moves into strike. Holland gets his opponent to cover up with 2 quick punches and then goes downstairs with a leg kick. Okay. Under a minute left in the round. Holland steps into strike. Holland hits a kick to the leg. There you go. Now, Holland's using this strategy that was implemented by Lima when he fought MVP. Oh, there we go. We got MMA Jesus in the chat. He's got MVP more dangerous. Holland has no fight IQ. You know what? Holland definitely has shown some poor fight IQ in his fights in the past. I can't fault you for that at all. I do think, though, if he goes with this leg kick heavy game that he's showing right here, that's a strategy that has been proven to beat MVP. So, but it's a good fight for sure. Yeah, Eric, you're right about that. You're definitely right about that. Yeah, Holland, he's definitely sometimes a little bit too much there. I get you. Definitely makes. I mean, this is a fans fight though. That's what I'm saying. This is a fun fight. So MVP, he hits a jab, but can't get the kick to the body. Lets Holland step in, ready to counter. Holland hits his jab, also scores with a great right hook. MVP has a broad grin on his face. Proof it was needed that last punch really stung. Yeah, that's how it goes. You get hit, you kind of smile it off, like try to convince yourself more than anything. Holland steps in, watched all the way by MVP. Holland hits a left jab, also lands a low kick. The low kicks, though, those are adding up for Holland. I do think that's going to be a problem for MVP, and we've seen it in real life. Like I said, MVP lands four quick punches, and then launches a right head kick that did damage. Okay. Holland is on wobbly legs. He almost fell over. Okay, dude, MMA Jesus, you might have just called this. So Holland's on wobbly legs, almost fell over, but he's backing off. Time expires. Okay, so he saves himself. We were out of time. How much time was left when that happened? 7 seconds. Okay, so Holland saves him. Saved by the bell, essentially. Makes it through the round. MVP obviously wins that round, especially after wobbling him in the closing seconds there. Apparently, the commentators think that Holland got that round 10-9. I understand he had more volume early on, but I think when you wobble the guy with a head kick at the end, I feel like you steal the round. We'll see. Maybe the judges will go different. There you go. Yep, the MMA Jesus. Let's fucking go, brother. Let's fucking go. Round 2 begins. Holland steps in, watched all the way by MVP. See, that's the thing. MVP's watching him come in, and he's looking to counter-strike with him, and he's doing a good job of it, and I think that's why he's landing those bigger shots, whereas Holland's landing the volume. Holland hits a jab. It doesn't connect with the low kick. MVP scores with a jab, comes up short on the body kick. They exchange strikes. Nothing gets crazy. Let's see. Nothing good there. All right. MVP stands ready as Holland moves in. MVP lands a left jab. Can't get the kick to the body. Holland lands a left hook. First time MVP starting to breathe a little heavier. Fair enough. It's been a high-paced fight. Holland can be heard trash talking as the two fighters circle. Let's see. Got a crazy boxing parlay for Saturday morning. Okay, I didn't even know there's boxing Saturday morning. I don't watch boxing very much. If it's money, MMA Jesus, drop that in the chat, brother. I might throw a couple bucks on it, throw some lunch money on it. Let's see. So Holland's talking trash. Holland comes in to engage. Let's see. Scores with a jab, but also gets a glancing blow with a high kick. Okay, so Holland landed a high kick now. Not a heavy one, though. MVP doesn't connect with the left jab, but connects with the right hand. Let's see. Holland moves in, looking to strike. MVP's ready. MVP goes to the body with a left kick. Holland finds a way past his opponent's guard and lands a sharp 1-2. Holland comes in to engage. MVP finds his way past his opponent's guard and lands a sharp 1-2. Holland quickly throws three punches, and 2 of them land, and then he lands a left hook to the body. Past halfway mark in this round. Again, this is a case where I think Holland seems to be landing more volume, but MVP, in my opinion, like I said, stole the last round with that head kick that rattled him. But if the judges go with the volume, Holland's winning right now. Holland steps in to strike. MVP goes to the body with a left kick. Holland hits a jab, also scoring a glancing blow with the right head kick. Again, he's landing like 3 glancing headshots, like head kicks. I mean, that's pretty good. MVP finds his way past his opponent's guard, lands a sharp 1-2. Holland lands a 1-2 back. Holland comes back in strike. MVP uses his jab but misses the right hook. Holland manages to connect with 2 punches out of a flurry, was off target with the head kick. He's doing a lot of head kicks. Let's see. Got Wilder KO, Joshua via decision, Bivol decision, and whoever that other guy is, Bubois by KO. All right. I'm actually gonna take note of that, and I'm gonna jot that down. I might throw like $5 on that. And if it hits, I'm gonna buy myself a nice lunch. Appreciate you, MMA Jesus. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're the boxing Jesus this weekend, brother. Let's see. So let's see. What do they get? MVP lets Holland step in to engage. Holland lands a left jab, but doesn't find the mark with the right hook. MVP quickly throws 3 punches. 2 of them land and scores a glancing blow with the right head kick. These guys are throwing a ton of head kicks. They stand and trade in the center of the cage. Neither fighter gives or takes any real damage, and that's the end of the round. I think Holland took that round on volume. First round, obviously, I think MVP got it with the more impactful shots. This one, neither guy landed anything big. I got to give it to Holland on the volume. Yeah, there you go. Commentators think the same. I think it's a close fight going into the third. They think MVP needs a finish. I think it's one apiece. Who knows what the judges think? That's the commentators saying their part. So goes to the third round. Here we go. Holland comes in looking to strike. Holland throws a leg kick, but doesn't make contact. MVP sees an opportunity and attacks with quick left jab and a quick low kick that narrowly misses. Holland moves into strike. Holland finds his way past his opponent's guard, lands a sharp 1-2. Holland's still moving well, but is definitely breathing a little deeper now. Okay, so MVP was starting to breathe a little deeper earlier. Let's see where we're at now. Looks like Holland's starting to get a little tired as well, but it's third round or 3-round fight, so whatever. MVP lets Holland step in and engage. Holland quickly throws 3 punches. 2 of them land, misses with a head kick attempt. MVP scores a jab, also hits a right head kick. Okay. Oh, look at that. Backing off. Holland stumbles, almost goes down. I think he's hurt. He's going back into the cage. This is, again, just like in the first round, but there's 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in this one. MVP needs to come in and capitalize on that. Holland takes a spinning back fist, but didn't land cleanly enough to really hurt him. Okay. MVP is starting to have to push himself now. And his corner responded by urging him on a little bit louder. Holland stepped into strike. So Holland seems to have got his wits back about him. Even a glancing blow from a spinning back fist, if you're on wobbly legs, will throw you off. But it looks like he's recovered quick. Holland scores with a left hook. MVP is off target with a jab, but scores with a quick right kick to the lead leg. MVP lets Holland step in and engage. Holland uses his left jab, doesn't get a leg kick. MVP, left jab, can't hit the right cross. Stepping in, Holland looks to engage. Holland scores with a left hook. MVP launches a stiff head kick that finds its mark. Again with the head kick. This is the 3rd stiff head kick he's landed on. He wobbles, then falls. We got Holland on the ground. MVP quickly pounces, looking to rain down punches on the stunned Holland. MVP pounds away with right hands, and Holland is having trouble doing anything about it. With Holland taking a beating, the referee steps to fight. Dude, MMA Jesus, you nailed it. I mean, this is only World of Mixed Martial Arts 5, not the real fight, understandably so. But, dude, good call. That was fantastic. Look at that. The more dangerous fighter, as you said, gets the victory by way of TKO. The official result, Michael Venom Page defeats Kevin Trailblazer Holland by TKO due to strikes in 2:27 of the 3rd round. This fight was rated as great. So another great fight, guys. That was absolutely fantastic. I appreciate you all taking the time to hang out with me tonight on this, Thursday night. I know a lot of you guys are busy with holiday stuff, so I appreciate the heck out of you. Hey, there you go. Lock it, bro. I get you, MMA Jesus. Hey, guys, again, I appreciate it. MMA Jesus, thanks for that boxing parlay. Throw a couple bucks on it, see if it hits. Like I said, tomorrow, though, is the real deal. That's the big stream. That's what we're going to do. 9:05 p.m. Eastern time, 8:05 p.m. Central time. You guys can do the math for the rest of them. It's going to be the expert versus the casual. We're giving our future picks for the championships at the end of 2024 for every division in the UFC. It's going to be a blast. So thank you guys for tuning into this stream here tonight. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. It's going to be a great time. Happy holidays to you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.